Hi,
Hello,
Mark.
how are you
Hi.
today?
Hey, today's good.
Today's good. All
Yeah,
right, so let me. Oh, bad habits. I think
yeah.
I did this lesson with somebody else. I'm not sure.
And at your side, it's outside snowed outside, or the snow is stop.
The snow stopped, but there's a winter storm warning because the temperature is too low.
Temperature, okay.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, most of the public services have stopped today, like trash pickup. Uh,
Trash pick.
yeah, they're not even doing trash pickup today. So yeah,
Yeah.
because it's too cold. So yeah, but luckily the snow is stopped. Yesterday, twice I had to clear my driveway. So yeah,
Driveway.
yeah, yeah. I showed you the driveway. The section where the car pulls in.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Driveway.
So I had to clear that twice yesterday. But
Yeah,
today the sun's out. Let me look. It's sunny, but it's just very cold.
yeah. It,
Yeah. So all right. So we ready for some bad habits?
yeah. Okay. So I be Kevin first.
Yeah, yeah. We start out as Kevin.
Okay. Okay. Dorsey. Quite bite
No,
your nail.
that one's quit.
Dorsey.
Quit.
Okay. Quit.
Yeah.
Dorsey. Quit bite your nails.
I'm sorry, Kevin. It's a bad habit of mine.
Why are bad habits so annoying?
Bad habits bother people a lot.
Are people born with bad habits or do they acquire them?
I think people acquire them as they grow older.
I don't like when people cut me off when I'm talking. What about you?
I'm the same, but I really hate when people spit on the street or throw rubbish on the ground.
How do people get rid of bad habits?
I think it's an addiction. They have to work hard to stop doing them.
Okay, let's change.
Yeah, we'll switch. Okay. Dorothy, quit biting your nails.
I'm sorry, Kevin. It's a bad habit of mine.
Why are bad habits so annoying?
Bad habits bothers people a lot.
Are people born with bad habits or do they acquire them?
I think people acquire them as they grow older.
I don't like when people cut me off when I'm talking. What about you?
I'm same, but I really hate people spit on the street and throw rubbish on the ground.
How do people get rid of bad habits?
I think it's a lot. It's like addiction,
Addiction. Yeah, addiction. Yes.
addiction. They have to work hard to stop doing them.
Okay. Before we go on, I want to put three words up there.
Yeah.
These words you might actually know them. Okay, let me send them to you. Those are the three words that look
Yeah. Yeah.
that look very close together.
Yeah.
The first one is quit. That's the one we're using in the
Quit.
story. Yeah, that means to
Quit.
stop. Yeah, quit to
Stop.
stop.
Quit.
Yeah. The second one is quiet. Quiet.
Quiet.
Yeah,
That means
not to
very,
make noise. Yeah, not to make noise.
not making noise. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Quiet. Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah.
Silent.
And the last one is quite.
Quite.
Quite is like saying how much. It
How
shows an amount.
much?
Yeah, and an example would be is that is quite a lot of money.
That means
You are
a
eating.
very,
Yeah, you are eating quite a bit of food or quite a large amount of food. It shows an amount or something like that or how much.
okay.
So yeah,
Quick.
yes,
The first one is quit, and
yes,
the second is quiet.
yes.
Quiet. But
No, the second
maybe
one is quiet. The second one is quiet.
the quiet. The third one is quiet.
No, the third one is quite. Quite.
I don't see the difference between the second one and the third one, the pronunciation. I know they
Oh,
have
okay.
different meaning, yeah, but
Okay. The first one, we'll break it down. Okay.
yeah.
This is the second one. Okay. So think of
Okay.
it as this. Okay. Qui and it.
Quiet.
Yes.
Quiet.
Yeah. It's two parts. Quiet. Two syllables.
Quiet.
Quiet.
Yeah.
The last one is one syllable and it's quite.
Quiet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. With a
Quiet.
long I sound. Yeah.
Quiet.
And quite.
Quiet.
Yes.
Quiet. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. They're very close and similar. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know that you can figure out the difference by the pronunciation or just by the meaning, because I think there's two slowlies in your speaking. In no more speaking, you can figure out by the pronunciation or just by the meaning.
Yeah, you can figure out by the pronunciation. So. But those are very difficult ones. Those three, they're very, very similar, and they confuse a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, how about anything in the regular black letters? Is there any words in there?
Let me think. No.
All right. Before we go on, I told you I used to work for the prison system. Okay.
Prison system.
Yeah, for the state of Ohio. I told you I was a drug and alcohol counselor. My job was actually in the prison system. I worked at a prison.
Prison. So maybe I forget it. What is prison?
A prison where you put people who go to jail who break the law.
Oh, prison system.
Yeah, prison system. Prison. You know.
Prison.
Prison.
So prison. Can you type it for me? I want to confirm it.
Yeah, sure. I worked for the. Well, actually, I'll type the whole. The Ohio. Okay. I worked for the Ohio prison system.
Prison system. Okay, I got it. Okay, yeah.
So, and we're talking about bad habits, and here they're talking about when. One of the vocabulary is spit. Okay.
Spit. Yeah.
Spit. People inside the prison, the inmates, like to spit on the ground. And
spit on the ground.
Yeah, it's very disgusting.
Yeah.
I've never seen a place where people spit so much. All of them seem to have this very bad habit of liking to spit, and. Sometimes, Kevin, you really want to watch where you're stepping. I'm sorry, you want to watch where you're stepping because you don't want to step in it. And so it's very disgusting. But that was probably the worst thing about that place. All right.
All right.
Let's go over to vocabulary. You got the first one.
Okay. Biting your nails.
Yes.
That means use your teeth to cut the nails.
Yeah, people that do this, like chewing on their fingers.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. When I was a kid, I like to do it. I think a lot of kids like to do it. Yeah. Habit, and so something like to do. So it's a habit.
Yeah, something becomes a habit.
And so habit is totally different from the hobby.
Yeah. Right? Habit is usually associated with something negative most of the time, like biting your fingernails. Some children put their finger inside their nose. They pick their nose or spitting on the sidewalk. That's a bad habit too.
Yeah, bad habits. So habit, that means something you do it or regularly.
Yes, you do it regularly.
It's you just do it regularly, but don't means you like to do.
Yeah,
it's something you really like to doing. You enjoy it.
Yeah, hobby is usually like a positive activity. A habit
Yeah,
is usually something that you do, and most of the time you're not even aware that you're doing it. So you,
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Annoying, making you feel annoyed, bother someone. If I feel something, I can feel something annoying. That means the thing is make me don't feel comfortable,
yes.
and I feel annoyed. That means I'm the how to say I'm in the. If I think I said I am annoyed, it means I'm not feel comfortable.
Right. Yes, correct.
Yeah,
That's correct. I'm
because
annoyed.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because something annoying me.
Yeah, something's bothering you. Yep, it's annoying you. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Bother. This so it's a
Same.
similar.
Same. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay. Acquire. So I know this meaning just like get something or you take something. So but I don't because in my appearance because I don't see the word a lot of I see I don't used to see the word how to say very
Often.
popular
Yeah, it's not used very often.
offer.
It's not used very often.
So what's the situation you will use this word?
It's someone's preference. It depends on
Preference.
their what they like. Certain vocabulary you may hear in certain parts of the country. They may use it. Yeah, like
Sorry.
take for instance, if we look at the United States, people in the northern part of the United States sometimes they use different vocabulary than the people in the southern part. So there's words that they prefer, and it also depends on their education level. So
education level.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So with acquire, usually someone who has an education would use acquire.
So I don't get it. You mean someone what education?
Yeah, someone who has maybe like a college level education or a higher education. Someone who's not just like the common man, you know. So there's English, there's common English, and then there's more advanced English. So acquires is more heading towards advanced English. So
okay, I got it. So that's the same. That meaning same to the get.
Yeah.
If I use acquire, so I can replace the like a get. So the same thing.
Yeah, okay. I plan on acquiring my MBA. So I plan on getting my master's degree. So
okay,
same. Yep.
Okay. Cut me off. That means interrupt someone when someone is talking.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, sometimes I'm bad at it.
But yeah, sometimes I cut somebody off.
Yeah, I do it. Unfortunately, I do it too much because I like to talk.
Yeah. Okay. Spit and spit. I know this meaning. To ingest what this? I don't know the
you make
words.
Something. Yeah, to eject saliva. The liquid in your mouth. Saliva is like the liquid in your mouth. Yeah.
Eject. What is eject?
Eject just means to make it come out.
Make it come out.
Yeah, to force it out. So if someone is spitting, they're putting like a lot of air pressure behind it, so the mucus or whatever will come out of their mouth. So pretty gross.
Okay. Yeah.
Do people do that in China? Do people spit on the ground?
Sometimes. Now it's better than how to say than the past. The better is than the past. Not a lot of people do this, but sometimes somebody gotta do this.
Okay. Yeah.
But yes, when I was kid, I see maybe I see a lot a lot of people were spared on the ground because at that time, the Chinese people don't have very good education. And, yes, I think this is related to the education of the citizen. Now I think it's more better than the past.
Okay. Yeah, not more better, just better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we don't use more with better. But the other thing is, it's amazing how fast China has grown. I'm not just talking like economic, but like when you're talking about the education level, we're only going back 20, 25, 30 years tops, at the most. And China has completely changed in 25 years. Like you're saying, the education level, it's just risen.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Because we have a lot of opportunity to get more education from the school or other things. The internet is very popular in China. We can get more information or some materials from all over the world. So we can in China. I think Chinese people like to learn from the other country or other people.
So how is it with your parents? Because there's a huge generation gap. Like when your parents grew up, there wasn't much opportunity, and compared to when you're growing up, you can do anything you want now. So is it hard for your parents to adapt?
Maybe yes, because my parents don't have the at that age when they don't have the. And I think they don't have a lot of opportunity to get more education. So my mother was, my father was graduated from the. Mother don't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But now I think most of the children can get into the college to get more education, better education.
So I have one more question for you, because
okay.
All the people that I meet from China, I talk to them on Cambly, so I'm always talking to people who have an education. So what is the percentage of the population who does not go to college in China?
So I don't get the question. So could you slowly?
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. How many people in China, or what percentage of the population?
What percentage?
Does not go to university. How much of the population does not go to the university in China?
University, and maybe I think because China is so big, and there are a lot of people. So I think you mean how much? Maybe I think 30% people can, 30% or 40% can get to the college.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was curious about, because my sample is sort of skewed, or is biased, because I only talk to people who have an education. That's who uses Cambly. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do the next vocabulary. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, it's okay. I like to talk. Rubbish. Things are no longer useful and throughout away. Trash. So what? I know the rubbish, and there is a trash. So they are the same thing.
Yeah, they're trash. Rubbish, trash, or garbage, all the same.
Yeah. All the same.
Yes.
It's not the different. All the same.
No, they're all the same.
Okay.
Oh, but
get rid of. Yeah, please.
Sometimes you will hear, if say I were saying something and you found what I was saying not to be true, you could say, Mark, that's rubbish. or
That's rubbish.
Yeah, that's rubbish or nonsense. It would mean that's not
Nonsense.
true. Yeah.
Not true.
Yeah. So it can be used that way too.
It's not make sense or just not true.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does not make sense. Your logic is wrong. Your logic is wrong, or that's not true. It can mean either one of those.
Or some information is not useful.
Yes. That works too.
It can be the trap.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yes.
I got it. How to use this?
Okay.
Get rid of. Take action to be free of something. Bad habits are hard to get rid of. So get rid of. Take action to be free of something.
Yeah.
I know the bad habits are hard to get rid of. I know the get rid of in this sentence, but can you give me some other example?
Yeah. Get rid of could be used in a lot of different situations. So if I were a student and I walked into a classroom, because it's bad manners to wear a hat indoors. Yeah. So a teacher may say to me,
get rid of
that hat. So, and that means take off my hat.
Take off my okay.
Or if I was wearing, go ahead.
Get rid of your coat. Get rid of your coat.
Yeah, you could say that, and that would be aggressive speaking too. Like, get rid of that coat. That I'm being very stern when I tell you to do that. Get rid of that coat.
Okay, that means I think maybe you ask someone to get rid of the coat. That means you show some angry.
Yeah, usually you're being pretty stern with them. Yes,
stern.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's when you would use get rid of.
Get rid of.
Yeah.
Okay. Addiction. A strong and dangerous need to something daily. Addiction. I can use this. So if I like to play a video game every day, so maybe it's an addiction.
Yeah, that could be an addiction. It could be an addiction, or it could just be a hobby too. An addiction. Yeah, an addiction is something that you cannot stop doing. Yeah, like if you had to say you had to work overtime and you could not play your video games. If it really bothered you, if you thought about it the whole time, then that might be an addiction where you're constantly thinking about it. Then that can be an addiction. So addiction is something you have to have.
Yeah, because in Chinese we have the similar word and addiction. Because if I give you some example, if I really want to play the game, and for the game I don't go to work, I don't go to school, I don't have food, I just want to play, so I have the addiction in the game.
So, is there a lot of addicts for video games in China like that?
Some people or some kids or students have a lot of addiction on the on or off.
They have addictions for video games. Yeah.
Four. Okay, four. Maybe they play the game on the computer, and they are how to say. A lot of people play a game on the internet, and the people were how to say cannot control himself. They just want to play it every day. They because they forget the reality just in the virtual world.
Okay, yeah.
In the game, a lot of people cannot back to the reality. Just want to play the game.
Yeah, and I recently, I think it was last year, so it's not too recent, but last year I watched a news report on they were actually a couple companies out of California. They were based out of California. But their whole purpose was to design interfaces that were addictive. So a lot of companies hire these consultants to design their UI so it will become addicting to the user. So there's a whole industry that just uses psychology to design interfaces to make the user addicted.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So so I can use this if I want to study every day, and for the study, I don't go out for sports or exercise. I don't go out hang out with my friends. I just want to study.
Yeah.
Every day. So this can be addiction.
It can be an addiction.
Yes. Okay. So the addiction, that it means you want to do something and you cannot control yourself, and you don't want to stop it.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the thing can be good, it can be bad.
It can be good or bad. Now, I worked in this field for many years. The general rule that I use, it's an addiction when it causes some kind of harm, or if it interferes with how you're living your life. An example is, it could be a video game, right? If we just use the video game example. If I play every day, it's only an addiction. I would define it as an addiction if it interferes, like my grades, I'm not doing well in school because I'm spending too much time playing video games, or my health is suffering because I'm not getting enough exercise because I spend all my free time just playing a game. When it causes harm, it's usually an addiction.
Okay.
Yes.
Harm. So can you type the harm? Maybe I can get the meaning, but I want to be sure.
Okay,
I want to confirm it. Harm. Let me check. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Bad thing.
Yep.
Then similar dangerous.
Well, yeah, it could be dangerous, but harm is not quite as strong as dangerous.
Okay.
Yes, it's not
so
quite as strong.
Harm is the physical or just not the physical?
Well, it can be physical, it could be mental. So it could be there could be some mental harm too. So.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to read the question, and you know how we do. We answer these.
Yes. Okay, we do the exercise.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What are some bad study habits?
What are some bad study habits?
Yeah.
What is study habits?
Okay, so like
bad study.
Yeah, study habits.
Bad study.
Techniques you use to study. That's what it means on this one.
Okay.
I read 4 hours every night. I write 2 papers. Those would be like study habits. So what would be some bad study habits?
Okay. Let me see. I read it first so I can
give
your own. When students study late and light, a bad study habit is when a student doesn't do their homework.
Yes.
Okay. Bad study habits is that you always you just delay do your homework and just play first and then do the homework. I think it's the bad study habit.
Yeah.
I think you definitely have to do the homework first, and at that time you can play very well because you don't think you don't need to think of something you don't finish.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
There should be a priority. The homework should be first,
and
then if there's time later, then you can play. But you have to do your work first. And that's good to teach children for anything.
Yes, I think it's human nature. Now in the work, if I at work sometimes if you have some job to do, or hard job to do, sometimes I prioritize the easy one to do and put the hard one the second. But I think the first important to do something more urgent, more important. That is the first priority you need to do.
Yeah, I've sort of trained myself now to do the hard stuff first, the hard task first, just so I can get it done.